So sometimes Jesus is called the Good Shepherd. This is what he looks like as a shepherd. Do you guys know what a shepherd is? It's a person who cares for sheep. So there might be a big flock with hundreds of sheep, and there's a shepherd who takes care of them. So what do you guys think are some things that a good shepherd might do? Well, probably a good shepherd would lead his sheep to cool, clean water so they have something to drink, or he might lead them to a green pasture to eat. And the good shepherd might also take care of them when there's wild animals that want to hurt them. So they'll protect them from the animals. And the sheep, they always know the sound of their shepherd's voice, which is kind of cool. So if Jesus is the good shepherd, who are his sheep? He doesn't have real sheep, does he? Well, we are his sheep. We're like his sheep. So we're like his sheep because he takes care of us. And just like a shepherd leads his sheep to green pastures and to cool streams, Jesus leads us to heaven. And just like a shepherd protects his sheep from wild animals, Jesus protects us from sin and from temptations. And just like a shepherd might go look for his sheep if they get lost, Jesus comes to find us when we are in trouble so that he can give us a big hug and bring us back to the other people, back to the flock. And just like the sheep know the sound of their shepherd's voice, we can know the sound of Jesus's voice too, because he calls each of us by name. He doesn't just say, hey person, hey sheep, hey person. He calls us by name, right? He says, hey John, hey Scott, hey Jacelyn, hey Elisa. He calls us all by our names. And he loves us so much. And Jesus wants us to share in his life so that we can be with him in heaven someday. And he's given us everything that we need to become bright images of God. He even died on the cross for us, right? And God doesn't love us because of something we did for him. He loves us because we are his and we are made in his image. Just like the shepherd doesn't love his sheep because his sheep are really nice or they're really funny or they helped him with something. No, the shepherd just loves his sheep because they belong to him. Jesus told a story one time about how even the birds and the flowers in this world are cared for by God. And of course, we are much more important than a bird or a flower to God. And so we don't ever have to worry about losing God's love because we never earned it to begin with. He loves us and he cares for us because we're made in his image. And so all we have to do as his sheep is listen for his voice and follow him wherever he may lead us, trusting that he is a very good shepherd.